rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. Wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, if I lose the fight, I still rage against the night. Don't box I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race.
All right, welcome everybody to another CSC stream here. We have a rescheduled match today for you all. We have the Shinobi up against the Cheetahs here in a contender match. I'm Annex Elliott, better known as Annex.
And I'm
In
Romo
the
John, here to join NX in this awesome stream that we're going to be casting for you guys today.
that
Today it's
in
look. Oh, sorry about that.
then well that indeed. So we are just getting to some of the bands here. We already have half the maps gone. Nuke, Ancient, Mirage, and Anubis are all gone. Inferno, Overpass, and Vertigo are left up here. What do you think we're gonna see today?
Something exciting, that's for sure. These three maps definitely provide a lot of versatility. Vertigo, I feel like, will be a faster pace play if that gets into action, but you know, I think any of these three maps are great for viewing purposes.
They all are. Overpass definitely a more technical map. Inferno are over love and beloved, pretty much go-to map on every single place. And Vertigo, a very much more aggressive and fast-paced map, at least in the
That is
CSC meta.
100% true. Um, From what I'm seeing here, though, it looks like Cheetahs are really taking their time to picking one of these three maps to ban, though. Um, Maybe they're just that good at all three. I don't know.
He just caught in between a little bit here, but okay, it looks like we will be just going to that bread and butter Inferno.
The CSC Classic, if you will.
Not just a CSC classic, a CSGO classic, right up there with the pick rate up there with Mirage.
That is true. Honestly, good luck picking anything else other than Mirage or Inferno on Face It, am I right?
God, I always hate that.
I always like some kind of versatility, but people don't like to, or try to stray away from Ancient and Anubis. So it can definitely be interesting.
Well, you kind of gotta stray away from Ancient, especially when it has enough green to blow up your PC.
That is definitely true. But it can be a fun map as long as it's coordinated correctly. On the flip side, at least hopefully we'll see something different come out, or we might see a whole lot of standard play out of this Inferno game.
We'll see what kind of looks these two teams will bring up on each other. We are getting into the. This is a rescheduled match actually from match day 10. I. This is. Let me just double check that. I do believe this is our match day 10 rescheduled. Yes, that is confirmed. This is from match day 10, so bring over from last Thursday. This would be their second to last match, and both these teams are trying to fight for that playoff spot.
That means a highly competitive game is definitely incoming.
Yeah, Cheetahs in a current four-way tie for that fourth position in Conference B in Contender, and Shinobi trying to fight for the lives to stay out of the bottom of the bucket in Contender and make one of those wildcard spots.
And if they do it, who knows? Playoffs are a whole different beast.
Yeah, anything can go. So, as we just wait for these players to warm up and load in, how we talk about a couple of them. We do have one substitute today over on the Cheetah side, so let's talk about them first. Right now, they have, for the contender team, they have their piece of garbage, who is their captain, as named on the website. Uh, and Krona, the opper, coveted for his, as you might guess, his op. And the current sub right now, Chester, standing in for Seasons. Binu, as well as Antonio Juanson. And standing in for the Shinobi side under Order of the Samurai, one of our oldest franchises here in the league, we have Invader, Alpecker, Crispy, Major, as well as their captain, Lil General.
And Little General really making that jump up. I'm pretty sure he was prospect the season before. So He must have had a pretty good season to come on up to Contender.
That they probably did. I don't really pay attention to those things much.
Yeah, I was a prospect FA. Now currently part of the best team in recruit. I'm not trying to flash wet around, but that's just how we are.
Well, you gotta give off some glean if you're gonna be shiny, if you're gonna be wet all the time.
Yep, we're definitely dripping up there. But enough of them. We could definitely keep it on schedule here. This definitely seems like it's going to be a pretty interesting game. Um, a couple of these guys I actually have not seen play, so I'm really excited to see what these contenders have to that really bring to the table here.
Yep, it looks like all the players are in, just waiting for them all to ready up. So we are here on Inferno. It is your usual bread and butter. Two bomb sites. We don't have the third one on like Valorant.
Valorant's a whole different beast altogether.
Yeah, but Inferno defined by its major chokes as well as really low retake potential for your spread out bomb sites. But if you're able to have some good anchors, hold them down, or even just take a lot of them out to have maybe like a 5v3 or maybe like a 2v5 situation going into retakes, that is always a good thing to try and achieve. So we are into
Yeah.
knife round here, and there is a little knife round strat going on. Shinobi over on the T-apps on the bridge looks like they're having someone bait up. Trying to bait them all in that little choke.
They've definitely seen the strat come into fruition here.
Are
But
they
I don't
going
think they
into
know
the
about Crispy yet.
into the ambush here, sitting in the kitchen? Already two of the Shinobi going down there. Looked like little Alpecker actually getting backstep there. And health advantage going over to the CT, so they do just win on time here, but it looks like they don't want to wait for time. They do just want to chase down all these kills here. No survivors as Crispy falls.
Only way to do it.
Little 1v1 here over on the backside of A, but a 3v1 meanwhile in the CT apps. One right click down. There's another right clickable character, but okay, taking down the full health target, but now only in right click range himself, Major. Have to go for an ace here to be able to get the side selection, but not to be Krona. Still, not in that one-shot range, will be taking him down, and will be, of course, that CT start for the Cheetahs on winning that knife round.
I'm telling you, the tactics there were a lot different than what you would see in Recruit. Recruit kind of just meet up in the middle and hash at it blow by blow. And whoever gets on top is the victor.
Yeah, but I'm also going to say this. You're a nerd if you have a knife round strat.
That is true. That is valid.
It's a knife round. Just run at each other and knife each other. It's a British showdown. Don't have it any other way.
That's the way I think it should be. Blow by blow.
Now, we're heading into the pistol round. This all-defining moment for both these teams on this map. Gonna be trying to take this momentum here. Three-man peek to mid here from the Cheetahs, as well as an apt peek, trying to catch anybody out here. A couple of early little fights here on the mid side, and it's gonna be a three-man takedown. Tanny Walton with 2 headshots here. Now Pecker gonna trade one back. Yeah, but gonna get taken down to 21 force trebles in that one-shot range. Just retrieving that bomb here and now just sitting around trying to see if Cheetahs are going to give them anything to work with here. 2v4, not the biggest place where you can work with, and Cheetahs are going to be opting into a 3-man stack towards this A side. But that bomb already trying to lean over towards B here. We'll see if Cheetahs go for any kind of info play here with this 3-man stack. Gonna be taking a little bit of gunfight here in mid, just a little bit trade of damage here. And now they're just going to be running into one guy here. If they take this fast, they will get that isolated play. It's going to be down to a piece of garbage here to at least get away with one. And with a tagged down player, might be able to go for it. But they aren't checking the back here. They're trying to plant the bomb. And piece of garbage getting one with a headshot. And the bomb planter going to be caught with his pants down.
Honestly, as clean as you're going to see from a pistol round. Just beautiful one taps all across the board.
Got to clear that back of sight here. There, you did have a little bit of time there. Probably pressured to try and get down something before the rotate came in, but you got to clear that back sight there. Got to take a little bit of extra seconds there.
That could have been the difference in that round for sure. But now we're just going to be seeing a pistol round coming out of the T side. They're opting to save.
Waiting to see how much of the early util really comes out here. Waiting out that nade stack on banana. As the smoke goes down mid here, it's going to be a 5-man nut to butt here through the banana. And into the MP9. Bino and piece of garbage here, both with MP9s here, 2 apiece. Actually, a full house now. Bino with 3, piece of garbage with 2, and that is going to be a lot of extra money here going in the 3rd round.
Pretty standard there. They didn't even bother to buy a nade or at least a flash to try to make their way into sight. So they kind of just were trying to give up the round and go on to the next. But full AKs coming on the T side with a partial buy, still with only 1 M4 and the rest MP9s on CT side. This could be an interesting round.
Yeah, the fact that no one died for the Cheetahs there, this is going to be a major bonus here, especially if they can take this round. But kills do get them a solid win here as well.
Molly keeps.
But Invader will be opening up the map, and with 2 actually. Looks like the CTs try to get a little bit aggressive there with a G2 smoke on mid, with trying to get those close range duels with the MP9 in here. Take advantage of those. Well, that's how you take advantage of those MP9s. You take close range there, get a little bit of headshots there, and just mow people down.
And grab an AK for your troubles. Good job, piece of garbage.
Yeah, but now Chester here alone on the site here, trying to play this close angle here. We'll get one, but Invader was already tagged down. But these AKs are in a better position there. Now Binu trying to get through the smokes here. Really just had to make hero play there with that MP9, trying to push through the smokes there, but does get caught out.
Opting to save here, probably the right call since he has an AK. It definitely looks like terrorists are going to make this more interesting. We're hoping for not a blow through this game, but it looks like once they had rifles in their hands, they were forced to be reckoned with.
That indeed, but Cheetahs will have a good buy going to the next, considering the round 2, no one dropped. Can't even pit here, but it looks like they're opting to try and just get out of there. And 3 players will remain up here for the Shinobi. They'll give them another good buy going in the next round here, hopefully with a little more utility now.
But with piece of garbage sitting at 5-0 right now, he has 2 assists. This could be a very tough B site to crack if he's the one keeping it locked down like this. That is for sure.
And they are, Cheetah's actually able to drop over that Opticrona. Enough left in the bank. Full util, and an op on the board. Up against 1 MAC-10 here, and a little bit, 1 player without a full belt and util.
Beautiful nade down the middle.
I'm not sure if that was even a nade. Okay, it actually was the nade, but it looks like peeking out from Mexico, headshot angle, Corona wins the battle. That always a hard one to take. Now a man down for the Shinobi. Have to try and get through here. Trying to throw a couple lurk smokes to try and make it past this smoke here. Gonna be isolating off the CT angle. Crispy man trying Watson. And Bino with his gun. The timing there. But piece of garbage man to find an angle just in front of the smoke there to trade back, and now it's a 3-on-3, but this does favor the T's. If they can find a couple more picks. Another timing there. Chester finds 1, but Corona getting timing meanwhile. Karma at its finest. Trying to find this player. They should know he's sitting up on the balcony, but no, he's still staring at the smoke. Doesn't pre-aim him. Chester in that battle, trying to cross over into the bike. Major make his way there, but Major is now in the site. Gonna be trying to just wait for that rotate to come in to make it a 2v1 instead of just a 1v1. Now Major stuck in the site here. 12 bullets left in the mag here. Just trying to sit here. It has 30 seconds to play with here, but pinched in from two sides here. But that could also be a good thing. He can just isolate these battles. Though that nade finds its mark. Sees the shoulder. Trying to creep around here. Who's going to get off the first punch? And Major trying to jump on top of the box there. Not the right timing, as Piece of Garbage creeps around the default box to find him.
They both had him like right there in his sights. There was absolutely no shot, no chance for him to get around there. Them fumbling around some rifles here, trying to make sure everybody gets their money's worth, if you will.
Down to a Deco and a Hero Galil. Down to a Deco and a Hero Galil. Trying to operate off something now, but they have not bought themselves much map control here, as someone is peeking in from the bedrooms. Krona basically has the entirety of ult mid now, but actually stays there for too long there, and a double peek comes through. Alpecker with that Hero Galil. Maybe not expecting a rifle to be in the round. Gonna be taking him down. But Chester does find a little bit more aggression. And Chester just going into it. A 3K on the round, just picking apart this alt mid. And Tony Watson, they also want in on it. Finds a 2K of their own, peeking in from mid on the distraction that Chester caused. And that will be the fourth round for the Cheetahs.
But Krona did go down, so that is at least some amount of money. Chester was low, so it looks like they are doing their damage. They just need to start finish up some more players here.
Yep, and a tactical timeout for the Shinobi, trying to figure out how they want to approach this buy, and it looks like they should be able to get full util this time. Now, how do they want to operate off of all this extra space that they should be able to buy? It's just been early fight after early fight, and right now, I think Shinobi just needs to somehow be able to buy space without having to take these duels here, because despite having a couple of early picks, they are getting traded fast, or even just losing the early pick.
It does seem like if Invader doesn't get that double kill, it doesn't. They're not amounting to much right now.
Opting for a more banana-heavy setup here, trying to go through the fire and the flames. Finding a gap here, but Bino burns out Alpecker. Alpecker just burning over at the logs. We're having a camp out here. Not able to get the smoke out in time to extinguish it. Smokey the Bear would not be proud.
And definitely a failed smoke here. You can't get aggressive now in apartments.
Actually buys them a little bit of space here on Tony Watson. No one approaches it, so just has a little bit of extra space here to operate off of. Sitting out there with an 8 out, could have got timing there, but not to be. Now Crispy here sitting over at the bench, thinking about trying to get a little more aggressive here. But they do have the util set to try and get through, but opting to just regroup at Banana here, and it looks like we will be pivoting into that full B setup. A little bit of a distraction smoke to come in, but all these CTs are playing in front of it. That's not going to pull anybody. And it looks like the execute is now coming in for the Shinobi. 3 players coming in, being in front of the smoke here, getting flashed up now. Crispy getting through this, getting a shot through the smoke actually, and it's a 2-2 trade. Now 2-on-3. Bomb dropped. CT's closing in on these Shinobi players. And there's actually a second smoke to try and work on the fade. And now the ops in position now. Tony Watson getting a kill on the flank, and Krona just cleaning up the last player there. Crispy, nowhere to go. And that is Cheetahs putting up a 5th.
At some point, you have to commit to the flash for the play. Hesitating like that's going to give time for that flank, for that extra rotate to come over. You got to commit sometimes, and it just didn't seem like they were very committed there.
Yeah, that they really could not bait out any of the early util or any extra util from the Cheetahs there. All they did was burn, but the smokes and flashes still available, and that just stalled out the push. Kona here, gonna be getting info, no one here at mid. Looks like Shinobi are just gonna be trying to make an apartments play. Should have heard those steps. Or do
I
they?
don't know if they did.
No one's here looking at the boiler. They have a timing here. If Crispy just gets a little aggressive.
Watson
Lost the timing there. Sitting too far.
looked away at the wrong time, that's for sure.
Major just sitting in Mexico, trying to see if anyone gets aggressive over towards Banana, but there's just one player there. He's going to be holding back. And now they're running into a 4-on-4, even rounds. Always favors the CTs, trying to hold that site. Just trying to get through the apartments here. It's going to be an apartments pop with 3 players here, as well as a lurk over towards Banana. And you have no distraction. You have no lurk. You have no look. And you're just running into the grinder. Seeing the head there. Take it off.
Take it off or burn them alive.
Now Pecker. 1 shot left. Never in your life. And that is going to be a 6 here for the Cheetahs.
It does not look like it's going well for Shinobi. You know, Cheetahs are definitely proven whether in that 4-way tie. But Shinobi's got to step up the game. The T-side is pretty hard on Inferno, but you got to start claiming some rounds here or it's going to be pretty dire in the second half.
Yeah, they don't really have any idea how to get into these brackets. With 3 players over towards the A side. And whenever they try to take Banana so far, they're losing somebody for it. You cannot give up a player like that. But
Absolutely.
they are... Oh, Furious Smoke here. They might have a chance here. They do have the right counterplay. Now all the spam comes to the smoke. And Invader stuck. Those CTs have an advantage. Couldn't get spammed down through that smoke there. Do not buy yourself any space.
He's on his head.
Yeah, sitting there on the logs. Trying to get some kind of damage, some kind of kill here. Major, you have to be the hero in this round. You're gonna get 1, but that's not the hero you need to be. A hero gets 2, maybe 3. Now a 2-2 setup here for the Cheetahs here. Shinobi might have a chance here. Smoke to try and get outside of Boiler here. Actually gonna get themselves enough space here. And so you're isolating the pit guy. Daniel Watson gonna be fully isolated here from Corona.
He's been
Stuck
doing
at the
well all
brackets.
game.
The sound gives it up. Team Flash here. Daniel Watson from the bike, getting 2. That's what you need. That's what a hero looks like. And Crispy whiffing the shot. That is gonna be a 3 from the pit.
Maybe it's the nerves from being on stream, but Shinobi is really lacking behind here. Cheetah's just running away at full speed, trying to end this before it even began. Right now we're sitting with 2 people above 100 ADR on the Cheetahs. Meanwhile, the highest, even closest on the T side is 68. That is not good at all. We need some more people dealing some more
Shinobi,
damage.
gonna be the desperation banana play. Not gonna get 1 here, despite pre-aiming that half wall. And Bino getting burned up here. Flank is cut off by that Molotov here. Now they have a chance. You gotta get into the site fast, though. And nobody's smoking off CT. Someone can die here. You need to smoke off CT a lot faster than that.
2 can die here. Bombs in the middle of smoke.
I saw someone with the smoke out there. Why hold it? You cannot hold it like that. You just need to be able to cross in the CT there. And you're gonna now pay for it. Now, what was a 4v3 turns into a 3v2.
A favorable situation. Absolutely turned on its head.
Antonio Watson gonna be clearing out Banana here. They know that both these players have to be into either pool or site here. Molotov gonna flush him out over towards Dark, towards the pillar. Alpecker, though, going to get 1 there, trying to fall back there. Corona still sharp with a 3rd, but trying to get too aggressive in the bomb here. Invader over there, Emo. They forgot about him. They always forget about Emo.
An absolutely great hold. 2v4, or 2v3, sorry about that. It's starting to look dire. Just a great way to come back to that round. 7-2. Let's see if they can string some rounds together here.
And there we see Corona there with the 2-piece on the cross there, bringing them a really close round there that they had no right in doing. Shinobi never smoked that cross there and paid for it with 2. And they also paid for it with the 4 dead in the round here, and that's gonna hurt their econ. Though that op shot, you should never take that as a CT, and now you're punished for it. Behind that smoke there, trying to recover it, but That smoke had a hole at the bench, and Crispy just getting 2 entry op into the round. Now just running into the arch position and having so much space here. And Shinobi is going to be buying them pretty much a site here if they can follow up. Have to deal with 2 CTs now, Binu in the library, and that's going to be Chester over there in the apartments. Are they going to find the timing here? And Binu gets 2, Chester with 1, Invader trades back there, but that is now a 2-on-2, and Binu trying to just swing out far. Trying to catch someone else off, not going to be able to find the timing, and Crispy, lurking in the arch, finds the Speedway player. And that is a third now for Shinobi off of some heroics.
Also, a three-piece there for Crispy, proving that he just needed an op in his hand to completely make a difference. That was a great opening, great middle round, and just finishing it off with a clean op shot. Maybe the op could be the difference here for the T side on Shinobi.
What else are we going to try and find? They're trying to get aggressive here now into mid, and that buys them so much space. Corona burning in the bedroom. But that's just a bait here. Piece of Garbage gets 1 on the burn to Major, and Tony Watson getting aggressive into mid. Finds an alt mid player now. Everyone is stuck in mid in Banana. Oh, Pecker. No. Alright, not going to die to it, but that's still a lot. Chester. Crispy, better with the op. Finds close range there. Now a Pecker getting burned up by the Molotov here, stuck into Mexico. Really nowhere to run. Boxed in from pretty much both sides. And only Banana space here. 2-on-2 on the site. And Krona gonna find El Pecker. Boxed in, try to find a way out, and you get punished for it. Now Cheetahs with all the space. Should know that Shinobi is stuck in here in Banana once Antonio Watson clears out the rest. But actually gonna be sticking there, trying to play it safe, not fully clearing where everyone is. She's shoulder on that coffin player. And now just trying to walk in with that op, trying to find some kind of entry. How are you gonna give it? But it's just a shoulder piece from Piece of Garbage over there at the new box. It's the right way to play it. And now Binu just playing it safe here. Only 30 seconds left. They know Shinobi are the ones that have to make a move. And here they go. Trying to entry up here, Crispy, but not watching the right angle. Coffin's player comes back, punishes it, swings out more. Little General in the pool. Not a shot.
Just didn't seem like they seemed kind of sporadic, if you will, in that round. It just didn't look like they had a clear game plan, or either that or it got shut down and they just got lost after that.
Yeah, that aggression there from the Cheetahs, a real tempo change. Really trying to take that initiative, and it pays off. Now that's going to be sitting in the back of Shinobi's minds round after round here on this half.
For sure. And Major and Little General have got to figure something out. They're having a slow start here, and at 8-3, they're running out of time to come back into this.
But they have an opportunity here, caught out with the smoke narrow. They're going to be conceding brackets here, now trying to waterfall here into the arch side. Tony Watson cut down to half, but Binu there with the cleanup there from the lane side. Finds 4, well, finds 3, now a 4th, and Tony Watson finds 1, trying to get too aggressive into the arches without anybody.
And Binu with 4 HP and a Dream, cleaning that up nicely. 16 and 5 overall, 118 ADR. Binu slowly becoming that top fragger and the hero. Maybe taken away from Antonio Watson.
Yeah, but it's not a lost half just yet for Shinobi. If they can claw back these 3 rounds, that's a decent half for a T-side Inferno. But right now, they have not shown any consistent game plan right now that can really foil Cheetahs. Going back here over into Art, or into Banana. Krona gets away with 1, but not a second now. Piece of Garbage stuck underneath Invader's legs.
Binu's tagged up, but he's been a hero before.
Yeah, this Molotov really slowing them down, and Binu trying to get aggressive behind it. Spamming, but goes over the head of Crispy, crouched down. And who's going to win it? On the fade, Crispy wins it. Still another player to deal with on the B side. And are you going to commit here? Behind that smoke here. It's just freshly bloomed. Are you really going to force it through the smoke? You don't have to. Just slow it down here. Chester, now caught out with the smoke, underhands it. And I think heard Major slip into CT.
He did. He's chasing now.
Has a pocket. Probably doesn't... Major's not going to re-clear this. Could
There's no
easily
way
get
he
caught
turns
out.
around.
The timing here, just around the corner. And it's the perfect timing, but
Takeaways
Crispy does find
position.
the fight over at CT. Now, shot rings off. Position given. 1-on-3 turned to 1-on-1. But does not know where Alpecker is. Double thinking, maybe on the flank. But sitting right there at the coffins here. Who's going to win it? I think he might have saw the shadow. Seeing the head, but Alpecker takes initiative, wins
Alpecker
it.
must have seen him there. A great clutch.
Really made that close. And the fact that 4 go down there, bad economy for the Shinobi.
Absolutely devastating to lose that many people in a 3v1. But Invader definitely came to life in that round, and it looks like if they do have a chance to get these next 2 rounds, it's going to be on the back of Invader.
Trying to go for the opening here. Does get flashed out. And Cheetahs this time conceding Banana. A little bit of fadeaway damage, but nothing more than that. And now without any picks, do try to force it in, Shinobi. And the retake utility actually going to be really perfect. Smoke misses and 1 burns out even before it even gets thrown. General now stuck on 20, stuck in the corner. And now that smoke actually going to be helping out Cheetahs. Now, you put all your eggs in the basket of Banana, and you have no other map control. Now you're having to re-clear apps, re-clear alt mid, with a minute left on the clock. Kind of clear it fast if you want to have any chance to take A. And you're making so much noise here. Antonio Watson's gonna hear that. Sitting in the boiler. Watching bedroom, watching the T apps walk up. Does Alpecker see him? Headshot angle here, and Alpecker does win it out here, as Antonio Watson did not decide to hold the T stairs. And just peeked out, and Alpecker already held the angle. Now it's a 2-2 setup here. They're running to the op on A side with only 35 seconds left. And with really no util to speak of. 2 smokes and 2 flashes here. Gonna be trying to get out. Really just have to win these dry duels. Flash not gonna catch anyone. Trying to get out of the balcony. Crispy wins 1 onto Krona. That is the opera down, but Chester here still anchoring down the site. We can get 2, but nothing more. Now that's a 2-on-2. That's an even grounds. And holding the site here. And Little Journal in a great lurk position here. Should be able to get at least 1. Gonna get 1, but nothing more. Didn't even get any damage there. Now it's a straight 1-on-1. Invader here in the site does have that advantage of surprise. Knows where a piece of garbage is coming from. That piece of utility really gonna give it away, but does get caught off by that flash here. Piece of garbage. Are you gonna be caught looking the wrong way? Nope. And that will be Invader.
It's happened earlier before, but that was a beautiful hold there on the side. Very ballsy for him to do that.
Just duck down behind that headshot box. And that will win him out, despite catching that flash. Piece of garbage just not going deep enough. And this really just came down to these small little trades here. Trade after trade. Invader, duck down.
And with
Not
money
expecting that
limited,
angle.
it looks like they've prompted a timeout for the final round. See what she does have planned here to try to hold this, to make it maybe even 10-5 at the half.
Yeah, they're finally forced down to an eco, the Cheetahs, on the last round of this half. That is not a good feeling. You felt like you had this in the bag. You were up 9-3. You could have taken a couple more rounds there to feel a lot more comfortable going into that T side, but now you're just stuck with 9. It's not a bad feeling, but always what could have been.
Always. But, Crispy, Invader, Alpecker really showed up to play. If Major and Little General can start making something happen, I feel like this could actually be a really good CT side.
Now just trying to go back to that aggression there. You have 4 players on towards that A side, trying to get aggressive into alt mid. It's a 1-for-1 trade here. Alpecker with a chance. Major from the bottom of alt mid. Finding out 1, another 1 down. Now it's a 4-on-2. And Bino just trying to get back out with his life. But now it's just an isolated man over on that B side there, and Shinobi's reading it right. Piece of garbage. You have an all to do here. Are you going to be a hero to put Cheetahs on another? Flash to try and catch someone out, but they're already in front of it. Although you do find 2. Quick kill onto that player that didn't get flashed there, and that follow-up player does get flashed out now. You're with an AWP here. Is Kritch gonna be looking the right way? No, he's not. That close range op not gonna find him, and Bino with a flash flank, and that is a 4-on-2 win for the Cheetahs.
Those MP9s came in the clutch. That beautiful flashbang catching what I think 3 people, blinder than a bat. So absolutely beautiful, and there was just nothing they could have done.
Yeah, pretty much 180ing the first kill, and the follow-up players that should have been able to trade it were flashed out, and well, who was a piece of garbage, managing just to catch them out before fading away back in the site to reset the situation and just wait for that flank to come in from Binu. Perfectly played.
Just in what they had to work with, whole pocket full of MP9s, not, very limited utility. They just made it work, and that's just what you got to do sometimes. And that timeout, I guess, worked perfectly out for them.
Yeah, but now the opening gambit for that second half now. Switch sides, switch a pace. And what are you going to make of it? Deep nade, not going to get a lot of damage now. A full alt mid push. Invader, going to be the first one to answer now. Gets off one, headshot on fadeaway, but a third! Getting away with murder there. Invader, are you going to get a fourth? Can you get a fifth? It is going to be a full headshot ace!
Invader out here tapping, clicking, whatever you want to call it, heads, just making it look way too easy with the fadeaway headshots and all that.
That is the start that you want going to the CT side. Invader, now posting up a 17 kill. That was just perfection. Getting body blocked there, trying to fall back. Major now baiting out his body to give Invader some more space. And,
Absolutely forcing his way to the top. He has now the most ADR. He's just doing some ungodly things here.
yeah, now Cheetah's into what looks like it to be a setup for a waterfall Glocks out of the apartments. But Major there, he could be the one to post up some kills here. Could be some real confident boosters, especially with that MP9 close range. He is the man to answer. Crispy could soften him up with that scout over from Moto. No util to speak of, but that pin pull actually gonna give up away his position now. Don't keep on doing that. No, you had a chance. And Crispy gonna be the one to find a kill, and these Glocks could actually do it. It could be the Glocks. It's now a 3-on-3. But giving away the life, Krona peeking too far into that scout. But nail these close range Glocks. Can you get these headshots? Dink for a dink. But now you're stuck in the sight here. Close in from all angles. Getting one. But now here's where these MP9s shine. Getting through. And when you're in the open like that, Glock can't do a thing.
It can't, but boy, oh boy, to think all Glocks and they brought it all the way down to 2 people. That is a great, and a bomb plant. That's a great way to do it.
I wasn't sure what Major was doing there. Why are you baiting out the pin pull there? Are you getting ready to flash arch? You already have a dude playing there. You should have gun out there all the time.
And if you do it once, that's fine, but I feel like he was doing it a couple times.
Yeah, you give away your position there, like, sure. But you gotta be ready for that push. And now that's just gonna be another confidence hurt to Major. Now in AK's up against not really a bonus here for Shinobi. They kind of gotta win this or else they're forced onto an eco. Spending a little bit of util here, but nothing found, not even damage-wise, on the banana. And Cheetah's playing this a little bit slow. Minute 30, gonna get this banana control, and this is favorable to those T's. Flash, not really gonna kind of hit, actually. Probably not the plan.
Stop the push.
But aggressive ult apps here. Buying them a little bit of space here, but Major really isolated here. But are they going to check for it? Yes, they are. Antonio Watson going to be just shoulder peeking that, and T's always win that shoulder peek. You really need to set up crossfire there, but you can't be isolated there. I think you had a player earlier in Boiler, but he fell back. Now you're just stuck in no man's land. Antonio Watson just keeping these 2 players occupied, and actually pulling the third there to lean more towards Speedway and CT, and guess what? Guess where the hit's coming? It's coming towards B.
They don't seem ready for this at all.
You've been played.
Dangerous.
Now just trying to rush back here, catching a flash there. Alpecker as well. And he's just caught in no man's land, trying to pull back from second oranges to that new box, but just fully caught out there with your pants down, and now you just gotta save. You have no chance in this round.
3v5, save is the right call. Don't put yourself back into a hole. You guys are doing a great job coming back. It's 10-7. You know, just live to fight another day. Bring some rifles into the next round.
But with minimal loss bonus here, it's gonna be really tough for them to get a good buy going into the next. Like, Little General can drop with an MP9, maybe get an AWP if they really want to, rifle and util, if not. But Major and
not,
Alpecker are going to be down to below 2,000.
that is true, but you know, if they're bringing some free guns to the next round, maybe they don't have to win the round, but to do a lot of damage with those rifles, that would be all they need to do.
Yeah, that shoulder peek. Oh, you always have to have a crossfire there, or else you're just pretty much giving up your life unless they really do not check it. And you have no reason not to check it at that point. So much time left in the round. But now it's going to be trying to go on 12 for the Cheetahs here. It's their chance. This is the straw that could break the camel's back. Util catching up piece of garbage a little bit there, but goes wide of the rest. And it's already early banana control here. You could just snowball this into a B-side take. Shinobi really not budging, and this could be a mistake. Trying to relocate here for Alpecker, and they just find that timing here. Caught in the rotate. Little General now caught here in second oranges. You need to find some more here. Okay, you take down two. Alpecker deep into the site here, but you destroy a little bit too far. But Invader here with the reinforcements, with the hero. Now stuck, piece of garbage. Stuck in the back of sight here. Forced a little more in by that Molotov. Position known here over at the new box. Just pinned. And you have to peek out here, and Crispy, with the deep angle. Not even gonna let him get off a bullet.
Crispy's shot was just as crispy as their name. Beautiful, beautiful play there to retake it by Invader, making it look kind of easy. Just that could have gone bad. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. No one was caught up by a flash there in the site there in the Shinobi, and that just enabled them to be able to take some 50-50 fights. And came up heads.
And now 11-8, full buys on both sides. This can definitely go either way.
Oh,
aggressive off peak.
Oh! Punished. The op's gone from the round, and you're down to a 4-on-5. That's not how you start a round that you want to win. Now, Cheetahs can just slow this all the way down here. Make them sweat. This is they have this round by the balls.
It seems to be that way. I'm wondering if they even had any kind of like call out for flash on Banana. I don't think I saw one.
And no flash, no smoke, no molly. Really just going in that dry.
It's pretty
And
aggressive.
yep. And going that dry, you're gonna get Redburn. Invader almost with a return kill there. Krona jumping and saving his head. But not saving his feet. Forced back, and Little Journal finding Chester getting a little bit too aggressive there on that contact over at A. And now they're just trying to swing it around here, get into the site. That smoke has a gap in it, and they're going to be able to just push through it with confidence. Little General here at the coffins. Just listening for that sound here, trying to listen for that bomb plant now. Not going to have the angle to be able to spam, and now it's going to be a 4-on-4 on the retake. But they are going to have to just looking for that lurk. Major trying to just look for anything. Invader finds one, but still a lot more crossfires in place to clear. Clear the second. Clear out the third. Antonio wants it now. Stuck here in Banana. Stuck behind the smoke here. Someone's on the bomb here. Still looking through the smoke.
And he can't stop the planner.
He had the chance there. He had a chance there to try and slip back to the smoke after that kill, but just too many options there. Too many heads to look at. And just splits the difference there. Splits the attention and gonna get punished.
Absolutely punished. And you know, if he kills the bomb, guy defusing the bomb, then maybe he can back out and then go back in to find the second one. But it just wasn't meant to be. Very good peek here towards Banana, catching that kill. I think that kind of saves the round right there.
Cheetahs
Pops
with the tack.
another.
Another
Yep.
tack timeout, taking their second. Not going to be able to get a good buy in this round. Probably going to half buy or full save to make sure they get a good one into the next. You still haven't lost the round lead yet. And that's what's important.
Very important. Additionally, last time they had a timeout, if we remember, they were able to pull off an unfeasible MP9 victory. So let's see what they can do with this timeout.
It will be the Tekken run. Along
Gotta
with a scout here. I don't exactly like these kind of mixed buys here with a scout here. You should be just going in as a 5, especially with such low util, but let's see if this scout can find any value. Trying to run in from this fire. Furious Smoke to buy them a little bit of space here. Somehow, no damage getting done in that close range engagement. Not even through any spam. Just going back into neutral, and they're just trying to pace change it. Fast back into A, running through that smoke. Invader getting one. Bombs out in the open, but not going to be able to get a second there. Who was his support there? Your lane
with a
guy.
flash.
Lane guy not on the same page. Invader trying to swing out wide there to keep on fighting, but lane guy just slinked back into sight there. Thought they were given space there, but instead you just give your life. Now 2 stuck on the site here. You should have heard that apps crunch. And now you're stuck here in the lane, stuck here at the bike here. You have a lot to do now. Major, can you get a second? You get one, but not a second. Crispy now, stuck in the site, close range off. They're all holding him. Binu and Krona. Crispy really stuck here. Self-flash as well. Just buying himself whatever space, whatever time he can. Binu getting a little general on the rotate. And now it's a one-on-one. Krona on the scout. Alpecker with the AK. Krona has to recover that bomb there. Dropping in front of bike. And just managing to get that safe plan off. Alpaca now creeping through the lane here. Krona with S-Smoke to buy a lot of space here. But that scope is heard. And Alpaca can just lurk around this default box here. Knows the position because of that scope sound. Trying to go up and above that smoke. Sees the barrel. Sees the head. And Alpaca just over that smoke. Magic and all that.
Opting to
And
keep the scout here.
I think you meant to pick up that off there. Yep, you want a different scope. You want that big green, not the little gray.
Yeah, exactly. I was a little confused by the call, but you know, just a little confusion.
Cheetahs, they're making a lot closer than they had any right to, and that's gonna put them in a good position here to try and snowball this if they manage to get a round win here. Are we going to even, or is this a 12 post for Cheetahs, their second round of their T-half?
That's the question. Can they make it count? Can they bring it to 11-11, or can they make it 12-10?
They're going for a Furious Smoke again here, but they don't really have the spawn for it. This is gonna be a really greedy play here if they try to make it. And, oh, Crispy's already picked off. I did not see that happen, but apparently he's gone. Picked off in mid. Chrono winning that op duel. Now, another 4 and 5 here for Shinobi, trying to recover what they can. And Cheetahs again can just slow this all the way down. Slowly work the space here. But you gotta take space eventually. You can't just sit here. You have to put the pressure on Shinobi, force them back into the sights right now. And you still have Brackets and Banana to try and push them off of. Looks like they are opting for more of a bracket stake here, and Util's right. But do you just try to accelerate into lane here? You have an op to deal with. Invader here in that bike. Molotov'd out, though. Are they gonna peek in front of it? Shot not running out. Seeing the peek there, but burned out for his trouble. Down 40 health now. No more juicy for these AKs. But they are gonna line up here. Getting a dink onto one, a kill onto another. And now a fast one from Major. Here, this is your moment. That's a twofer. And now, just a cleanup here on Antonio Watson and Shinobi are going to be tying things up.
Great stand by Alpaca. Major springing to life with that double kill. You know, we were kind of waiting for him to start doing something, and him pulling up that double can start building confidence into these future end rounds.
And indeed, and this hasn't broken Cheetahs just yet, though. One more, and they will have lost the lead for the first time tonight.
Invader's really being the one to make it happen, though. He is holding down sights. He is getting all the loose kills. He's doing everything he can.
So more to find. Piece of garbage may find an early pick here. These early picks have been just generated so much by Cheetahs now. Are they going to accelerate? They're going to accelerate hard into this lone B-side player. This could put them up on a 12 there that they've been lacking. Alpecker, first shots go wide, and once those first shots go wide, you have no chance left. And now
They
all
got
of his Shinobis from the A side just locked out of the round, locked out of the site. Maybe looking for a couple exits here, but no way you're getting back into this round and already thinking about the save.
already have to save. I don't think there's a choice at this point. Losing any rifle here could be bad. There's still a couple of bad low money on some of the players. You don't want to break economy.
What? Hey, anyone else seen those Fulton Fnatic stickers? Man, you're doing an all-off boost on the M4.
And two getting picked off in the middle. Major being the only one left alive.
And that's really gonna hurt here, actually. Major can drop over, but can only spend so much. And that's gonna... I don't think they can buy into this round now. Those picks really hurting. They're gonna try, but it's down to FAMAS's. And that is not the look you want. You had pretty much a free ways out. You could have just sat in pit, but no, you take those mid fights, and you're paying for it in the next round.
You're gonna have to pray for some heavy utility damage. This is not looking too dicey, but I've seen greatness on a FAMAS before. Nate coming into work, piece of garbage, feeling the brunt of that one for sure.
Crispy getting aggressive here. FAMAS finds one, but getting way too aggressive now. Giving up the life, and Tony wants him finding both these aggressive players here. Well, General has a chance. Had a chance.
Had is definitely the right word.
But Alpecker here trying to be the cleanup man. Now down to a 2-on-2. Going wide of the smoke, trying to get anything more. Had to try and fight for something, but going to pay for it with his life. Took the risk, came up tails. Now Invader stuck in the round. Stuck him in CT. Player already in construction. He's gonna be able to find him. Nope, Chester swinging out. And Invader's head gets taken clean off.
Yep, he just didn't see him, or I don't know, lagged, but it was just not good there. Invader kind of doing everything he can, though. You can't hate him for missing one shot, although it was kind of a prime moment for him. That's for sure.
Yep, and now Shinobi now can't buy into the round. That mistake of giving over too many kills there when you should have been saving there, coming back to bite them by giving up now 2 rounds. You almost had the lead here, but a couple fumbles. Here was your economy. You're paying for it in spades. Now a stack over towards the A side here, but you have so many people leaning towards B, I don't think they're gonna run into it. Leaving that bomb there in mid, you can just send one player in, clear out the sites there. You should know that the Shinobi are on Nico. Just send one man in, figure out where the stack is, send the bomb the other way. I'm just waiting for the tension to break. Are they gonna run into the stack, or are they gonna choose right?
They do seem to be hesitating on B.
Yeah, a minute left, and they still haven't taken brackets. Just now trying to clear out the apartments, see if there's any aggressive crossfires here. This hesitation could come to burn them, Cheetahs, especially if they go into the stack. It looks like they are sending someone to scout out that B side. Or is it a fake? Still have not recovered the bomb. But jumping into the pit. And actually might fall? Nope. Running into the stack though, but never punished. And recovering the bomb there in mid, 20 seconds left. Enough time to get the bomb down. Both these players left on that A side.
I feel like they could go for the retake, but I would save rifles into the next round.
You've done your damage, you've done what you need to do in the round. Get out with your heads up.
Heads up and hopefully lives, because 4 HP on Major. No armor. It's not worth the risk. You got some utility. You got a rifle. Bring it to the next round. Fight till the end.
That is going to be a 14th post for Cheetahs. One more till that match point. And remember, this is a key round to be able to make sure Shinobi has a chance in playoffs. Cheetahs win this, they have a much more secure spot here to make sure they get that to buy from the wild cards. So Shinobi's neck is much more on the line than Cheetah's.
That's definitely the case, but they should be able to do a full buy on both sides here.
No room for the op unless they want to glass cannon somebody, but nope. Gonna be a 5-on-5 rifles.
You know, if the if the score was reversed on CT, I may have gone for the glass cannon there, but that just might be my inner recruit talking.
Now Vinu sandwiching between the Molotovs here and finding a window here on Dalpecker. Again, these opening kills, one after another. Shinobi trying to find some kind of aggression there, but punished every single step of the way. And guess what? Cheetahs can now just walk on pretty much for free on that B side, bar any kind of heroics from Little General here. But Molotov's out, trying to swing out wide, but you get one, but you're still burning. And Major trying to push through, had one cowed off on the flash, but nothing more. You either you have them all flashed or none of them flashed.
Molly coming into work, going into this 1v3.
And not even a chance to see it. Not even a chance to see a player.
Yep, got him right through the smoke. I don't know if I go for that though, if you want me to be honest. I think you just save the 3 players with rifles and just try to make a comeback, right?
You don't want to play a match point here. They try to go for the rocks. And now, came up tails. $15-11. Four rounds to claw back here to send things to overtime.
They've clawed back before, but now circumstances are a little bit more dire.
Early Util going wide on Banana. And now they're just walking straight in. Tony Watson, all the confidence in the world here. They'll look these MP9 stuck here into the... Okay, Team Flash. But piece of garbage, getting one, getting a second. Both cleared out. That crossfire just falling apart a little bit too badly. And Vader, you tried to spam there, but caught out in the open there. All the way in the open. That's another spam kill there for the Cheetahs. Now 2-on-4 here. One come from each side here, but all these players into the back of the site here. This is a deadly mosh pit to walk into, and you really don't have too many chances to be able to come back into this. This should be the 16th for Cheetahs.
You don't even have a choice, unfortunately. You're just going to have to work with it together here.
Already sending out those flashes early here. Doesn't get punished by the op early. Now this FOMOS getting dinked down Major. They almost line up now, but not even any chances. These long angles can be the death of you. And that is a 16-11 win for the Cheetahs. And I think that's Shinobi's chance in the playoffs out the window.
They were definitely fighting for it, and they showed a lot of heart in the middle rounds there. But once the end game started, and it was 11-11, there to prove their, pretty much their game, they just folded. They couldn't get a single round after they tied it 11-11. And if you want me to just say this out loud, piece of garbage is literally disgusting. Beautiful shots all around. Antonio doing his job as well. They just really seem to be playing well, meshing well together. And it's a great thing to observe.
And with that win, Cheetahs at least secure. Yeah, and with that, I think that's Cheetahs securing a wildcard berth, at least, going into the playoffs, as we take a look back at their secured match. Maybe. Never mind, we don't get a look back at the replay, at least for now, or at least the highlights. But that is a... Yep, it is borked, so we do not get that highlight replay there from the match, but that is still a good win for the Cheetahs as they have secured a wildcard berth at the very least going into the Contender playoffs.
Yep, they just played an all-around great game.
Yep, and that will be all from us today here at CSC. Congrats.
I'm Romo John. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. This is a congrats over to the Savannah and the Cheetahs for securing that wildcard berth. We'll be seeing them in the playoffs, but that is also a goodbye to the Shinobi as this might... I think they might still have a chance in it. Maybe. Or let me double check that. No, I think that's their... I think that is their playoff hopes dashed with that match loss. So we will be saying goodbye to them from the Contender playoffs, but they still have a consolation match to end off the regular season to play out tomorrow. So catch us tomorrow as we will be starting to stream the elite play-ins and premier playoffs. So catch that tomorrow, Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, here at CSC. I've been Anexilia.
And I'm Romo John. And this has been a great stream here at CSC.
Just another day on the shelf.